What's going on YouTube? Spinkstercell here. So today is going to be a review on a very good pistol. This is the ASG licensed KJW built CZ-75 SP-01 Shadow. So what the Shadow is basically a CZ-75 that's been custom made into the Shadow so that it could be a really good race pistol in the real world. So this gun in the real world is a target pistol. So what they did was try to make a really lightweight fast slide, a really good trigger. You'll see from any CZ firearm that their triggers are pretty much the best. There is pretty much no distinguishable wall when you pull the trigger on a CZ, and this one actually has an adjustable trigger, so it really is meant for a speed type situation. It has fiber optic front sights, it's full metal, rubberized grips, it takes CO2 magazines, and the built materials and the heft of the gun are pretty impressive in my opinion. So this gun is from ASG. You can get it on Evike or anywhere you like to buy airsoft guns. I just personally prefer Evike. So here we are on Evike. We can have a look at the SP-01 and how much it costs. It's basically $140. And then you have a little bit more details about the firearm. You can see that it has a muzzle velocity of 330 FPS. The magazines take 30 rounds plus one in the chamber, and like it says right here, it's been built by KJW, so they're the ones who actually manufactured the pistol. What all ASG did was give them CZ licensing. So where did I get this gun? I did not buy it brand new, but it is pretty much in really good condition when I first got it, just a few tiny scratches. Now, I used to use this app called OfferUp, and I bought the 1911, the CO2 1911, and the full plastic KJW off of this app called OfferUp. So basically, I got this gun from a dude who was selling it for only 70 bucks. So it's a pretty good deal considering how much it cost brand new. Now, I don't like this app anymore, and I will tell you guys that I no longer recommend it for buying airsoft guns. They actually IP address banned my account, so I can no longer buy or sell airsoft guns. Just because I was trying to sell a few airsoft guns while everybody else is doing it. What I do recommend is an app called HopUp. It's where airsofters buy and sell and trade their guns, and I've actually seen quite a few of these Shadows on HopUp, so if you'd like to get one for under retail, I suggest you download that app. Now, I've had this gun for quite a while. I haven't actually made any official videos on it because when I first bought it, my intentions were to immediately sell it. Wow, that took a really long time for that noisy ass plane to go away. But anyway, when I first got this gun, on the way home, I was checking it out and I was like, wow, this is kind of an impressive airsoft gun. It's very heavy and very well built with the materials. All full metal. Really good feel. This is a really comfortable pistol, and I'm starting to say, and like in the last couple months during those gameplays where I was using it a bunch, it is kind of my favorite sidearm right now because it never really misses its mark. It'll hit the target just fine. It's very accurate, very fast because of its small slide, you know, because it's the rails are built into the frame. No, the rails are built into the slide. I always mess this up when I talk about CZ firearms, but you can see it right here in the back, that the rails are built into the slide and not the actual frame, so it's a much lower profile instead of usual 9mm. But I do want to talk about why I decided to keep this gun, because it is badass. It shoots really well. It's got so many bullets. Everything is built very nicely, and it looks just fantastic. It feels fantastic. The best way to describe this gun is the word fantastic. It's great. I will show you the one problem this gun has, besides of course the paint. The paint, I will say, the paint is actually really good, but it will scratch, unfortunately. But it is still a good paint job nonetheless. You can see it scratches mostly on the controls. This happened when I put it in the backpack for Copperhead. Really big nick right there. So it is a thin paint job, but the paint still looks good though. It's like a matte black. Alright, so this gun shoots very well. I have a few gameplays with it, and it honestly surprised me how well it did. The one issue it has is that the slide lock is no longer working. It is an empty magazine. It locks, but it's not very good, you know. So the slide lock already failing is kind of a bad thing, you know, of course. And the first time I noticed it is it would be locked, and I'd take the mag out, and then the slide would just go on its own. So that's what's going on with it. So that's the only issue with this gun, but I think that to replace the slide lock is kind of cheap anyway. So the built materials, they feel really good, but it is a KJW gun. From what I've seen and experienced, KJWs are very reliable, so I expect this to last a very long time. and I don't think it's going to have any other issues like that, but that's about it, the slide lock. So I don't know the actual weight of the gun. I'm going to guess it's about 2.5 pounds because it's a decently heavy pistol, especially since it's full metal. Now, I decided to keep this gun because in the past, I really wanted a Tanfoglio race pistol, and this gun is basically a Tanfoglio with a rail on it, which is perfect because the Tanfoglio has no rail. I have one plan for this pistol pretty much, and that's a threaded outer barrel, which is good because the threaded outer barrels aftermarket on this gun are only 13 bucks. I mean, that's really cheap for a threaded outer barrel. Like, say my MMP Tokyo Marui, to buy an outer barrel threaded for that would be like 50 freaking bucks, so not a bad price tag. Now, Evike does offer this gun in different colors. You can get the gray one, and I think they come with a threaded barrel. I'd have to check. We're going to look at it right now anyway. And then they also have CO2 editions, but this is a green gas one. So on Evike, they offer a lot of random bits for this gun. They have these cool rails. Well, I don't really think they're cool. I personally wouldn't buy them, but they're nice anodized aluminum, a bit pricey of course, but you can put a light and put a scope on your pistol, which would be very race inspired, you know, very Tanfoglio right there. So they also offer a bunch of aluminum parts. So you can see here we have magwells, grips, and the rails, which are also made of aluminum. So here's the Urban Edition. It has the threaded outer barrel and the suppressor ready sights. That's a pretty good looking pistol right there. Kind of wish mine had those tall sights on it. That'd be kind of cool. See some orange grips. Personally, I think they're really ugly, and god damn, I didn't notice that price tag. That's absurd. So the magazines are just about $30 if you get either option for power. So the manipulation and the comfort on this gun is really well done. I'd say that CZ is one of the most comfortable firearms manufacturers out there. See, the grips here are entirely rubber, and then they have a indent for the thumb, so to grip the pistol, very comfortable. The entire back strap, well, not the entire thing, but you have a decent, pretty aggressive diamond checkering, and then you also have a thumb rest, which is great, just like a 1911. I really like this, how this is all smoothed and concaved out so that your trigger finger has a really good place to rest. And if you're really savvy about trigger safety, you can put your finger all the way up here if you really care. It also has a beaver tail just like a 1911 in the back, so you can get a really high grip without getting hammer bite. And another thing about this pistol, I personally hold it like this when I firefight, or when I airsoft I should say, and I tilt it a little off to the side, like Splinter Cell Conviction. And I feel that this pistol is super duper fast when you use it in this setup, especially in CQB, like where I've taken it. It's really versatile and pointable, so that if someone pops up in front of you, it's really, really quick to get target acquisition. More quicker than some of my other pistols. So that's why I've been using this gun so much. I feel it's very fast and very accurate. Okay, let's take a look at trademarks. So the trademarks on this pistol, they look to be laser done. So we have big CZ-75 SP-01 shadow with a real caliber marking, and then the little CZ logo. Then down here we have the CZ logo on the grips on both sides. Then we have the ASG. These are just laser painted. I don't think they'll rub away by touching them, but I've never touched them, so. And then there was a sticker right here that said like the jewels and crap. The bottom of the magazine, of course, also has the little CZ logo. And that's pretty much it for trademarks. So I have yet to rack the slide. And yes, this gun has a really good slide. The sound it makes and the way it feels, including the spring. I must say the tensile strength on the spring is really strong. Well, not really strong. Maybe I'm over-exaggerating, but it does have great kick. And it's a good spring in there. Not bad. You don't got to upgrade the spring at all. It's perfect. So I love the slide on this gun. It has a great sound and a great feel to it. Part of the reason it has such a good sound, if I can get this to show up on camera, something I'll say about the sound is you can see that the barrel, you pretty much can't see it. Oh yeah, there, now you can see it. It's got like little ridges to it, so when you actually move it, hear that sound from the ridges on the barrel? Sounds really tight. Sounds like what a real CZ would sound like. So the real CZs are like incredibly expensive pistols. You know, they're Italian custom race pistols. So those guns are a few $1,000. So it's nice to see that ASG built a very tight slide and a good spring and really high quality replication. So that's pretty good. I've seen some ASG guns, but this one is one of the higher quality ones I've seen, honestly. They've really outdone themselves with the Shadow. When the Shadow first came out, I thought it was a really cool pistol. I had no plans on actually buying it, but now that I got it, I can't let it go. Alright, so let's talk about controls and features. We're going to start in the front. So like I said, there is no threaded outer barrel. You do have a fiber optic sight. It looks orange on camera, but trust me, well, it is kind of orange in the light, but it is pretty much red. So, yeah. Back in the front. So that is done really nicely. It does not wobble around. Not really at all. And I'm also pretty sure that you can remove the front sight. Looks like you need to take off the slide in order to do it. There's probably a little screw underneath that hole. And then maybe you would have to punch out this pin right here. This gun did have an orange tip, and I had to break it off since it was glued. So there's a little nick in the barrel there, you can see. It does have a 20mm spec Picatinny rail, and this gun does look very nice with a Surefire on it. So if you've seen any of my gameplays, it had the Surefire on it in the gameplay, and I felt that it is, you know, a good fit on this pistol. It does make it weigh a little bit more, and it looks very tactical. How is the fit with the Surefire? Not bad, honestly. I mean, it does wiggle a bit, but not as bad as my other CZ gun, the SP-09, wiggled very badly. So I've noticed on CZ firearms that the Surefire does wiggle just a little bit. Alright, so the slide lock. Very big slide lock. You know, it's got like a little stair-step pattern going on there. Very well done, and you can easily access it while having your thumb rested on the safety. So no issues there. Works very well, but like I said, it is starting to fail. So we'll see how long. So we'll see if that needs to be replaced or not. I want to anyway. You do have front cocking serrations, which are kind of just, you know, a little different than the back. The back is more indented. They're like deeper in, and it's really good, really aggressive. Get a great pull on it. You know, some serrations on these airsoft guns are really poorly done, but this one is very, very nice. So the safety is serrated, like I said, it's pretty much a thumb rest, and it's got a good click to it. You know, it clicks right in there. It is ambidextrous, and I don't think there's any problems with this. You know, usually safeties on the Tamfogolo at least like to break off, but that is kind of a cheap pistol because it's a KWC. So this one is slightly better, I would guess. Actually, no, a lot better. I mean, it's a $140 gun, you know. It better be good. So on the back of the pistol, you can see that the rear iron sights are serrated and slightly curved. I don't think you can do like the tactical cocking on the rear sight. It's not like that, but it is very nice, and the target picture is really good. Here you can take a look at the very back of the pistol where the fake firing pin is, and then the combat style hammer. I think this is a very nice hammer, and it feels really good too. Yeah, so pretty much the only thing that's made of steel, cosmetically on the outside, is the hammer. So the grips are all rubberized in the diamond checkered pattern. The back straps on the front, and the back very good, very freaking comfortable. This is probably one of my most comfortable pistols besides my 1911. That's only because it has Magpul grips on the 1911. And the top of the gun also has this kind of Carl Walter style serrations along the top, so that it prevents any glare on the top of the slide. So I never knew that was what it was for. I knew that it helped, but it looks good. I love any pistol that has that. It's that extra touch. Here's the chamber. You know, you have a fake extractor, and then the chrome or just brushed look, and then there's your nozzle. Let's see if the nozzle stays stuck so you get a good air seal. Nope, not really. This is something that I started to notice. I thought it'd be good to show off in a review if the nozzle actually stays stuck, because then the gas is flowing through the barrel, and then once it gets back, you can chamber in the BB, so it kind of helps with efficiency. So the trigger is great. Look at that trigger, shiny and chrome and reflective. Looks really good. Probably not steel. I don't have my magnet right now. I'll get it later. But it could be like just die cast aluminum or something. But it is, look at this trigger pull. Oh, there was no wall. I didn't feel it at all. It's so good. You also have this little Allen key, which is to adjust for trigger pull. I think it's already done, but you can see it sticks out the back, so it would be however close you gotta get it to fire, so you would adjust it, but it's already fine as it is. So let's actually check out the trigger pull. Now, this is how far the trigger goes once the hammer's been cocked, right? And then this is how far it'll go before it actually fires. Right there. I didn't feel any resistance. It just slips right through. It's so good. And then this is the reset point. Right there. That's pretty close. So you can get some really good follow-up shots with this pistol. Here's the magazine release. You know, it's pretty simple. It's well done, well built. It's not going to break like a SOCOM Gear 1911, which broke like twice on me. So, good magazine release. It's slightly extended. You know, it is a race pistol, so extended mag release is a must for a race pistol. There is no magwell, but you can. I'm pretty sure you can buy one. If I already forgot what e-bike had, I pretty much forgot what they had. And pretty much no problems putting in the mag. No problems with the mag either. It's in there really well, and it's a free-falling mag. It's heavy enough. And yeah, really good magazine. I especially love how many rounds it holds. So let's take a look at the mag up close. So it's a standard green gas magazine. You know, you got plastic feeding lips, plastic follower, pretty high-strength polymer, so I don't think they're going to break right away. And you pull it down and put the BBs in through this hole here. And you put up to 30, which is really freaking good. 30 shots, that'll get you through a good firefight. You can put the gas in the bottom, and then you can remove the base plate with that little pin there. You can pull up on this. And there's the bottom. Change your fill valve if you need to. I honestly wish that this gun had a mag that was just a regular CZ-75 mag, because I think that the gun, I like the look of the gun like this, just like that, like a regular CZ but tacked out. But then when you put the mag in, it pretty much just becomes a race pistol at that point. It becomes a Tanfogalo with a rail. So down here in the front of the trigger guard, we also have more serrations. I no longer hold the pistol like that since I've learned the Chris Costa way is kind of like this. Alright, so we're pretty much reaching the end of this review. Now I'm going to show you how you would take this gun apart. Now the CZ basically works on a John Browning style system. You know how a 1911 works and disassembles, you know, with the hammers and semi-auto, all that good stuff. But in order to get it out, you got to line it up on these two little grooves here in the back of the slide. You don't actually have to do it all the way back like a 1911. So just right there, those grooves line up. You push on the other side on the button, like I've already done, and then your slide release comes out. Now I want to show you the part that's actually worn out. You can see it right here in the back. This little silver is where it's been worn away. I tried to file it and make it flat again, but it's just not working. So what I always say, and I say this to Bert all the time, it's like an inside joke, is that when you put in a new magazine, you don't actually release the slide, not on the airsoft guns at least. The slide releases are made out of steel on a real gun. These are aluminum on aluminum, some cases just pot metal, you know, so it's really weak aluminum, and you should be power stroking the gun. So slides, lock back, new mag in, pull it slide back and release is how you should be doing it, at least with an airsoft gun. That's what I recommend if you don't want this issue to develop. Alright, so here's the bottom of the gun. See what your trigger mechanism is. Looks like pretty high quality stuff. Nice quality in there. Looks like it's built really well. I don't see any mechanical issues that can develop. There's your hop up right there. Mine's set literally perfect. When I first got this gun, it was hopping just right. Okay, I don't think I've taken the outer barrel. Oh yeah, I have, because I had to take the orange tip off. Okay, unfortunately, I do kind of have to bend the rod in order to get it out. I think, yeah, the rod is made out of polymer, and so is this little bushing thing here. And then it comes out like a Glock. You can't actually take it out through the very front. So here is the look at the outer barrel. It looks a lot like a 1911. It's even got those locking things right there. And I will be replacing this with a very cheap $14 threaded outer barrel. Pretty good, decent, really good build quality. I'm seeing that the quality on this gun is good pretty much wherever I look. Nothing wrong with it really, except the slide release. It's my only gripe. Look. Yeah, so you're gonna need a tool in order to get the guide rod back in. I can't see any other way of doing that. And you just push it right back in. So the theme of my channel has been Splinter Cell over the years, so this pistol works for that in every possible way. I mean, it's black, it's sleek, it's fast, it holds a lot of bullets. Eventually it'll be all tacked out with a light and a suppressor, and it'll be just a very tactical, very fast, slick platform. I definitely will be keeping this. This is going to be one of my full-size combat-ready handguns, so like I have probably 3 to... If you count my M9, I guess that's like 4 full-size handguns, and then the rest of my guns are kind of a little more compact. So this will be one of my full-size guns for really big airsoft events, or just something that I really need to rely on. I would take this gun here. I do want to get more magazines. I think $30 is not bad, but there's so many parts and other stuff that I need for my other guns, and I just got the MMP, and like I said, I wanted to fully do that gun, because it's a very nice gun too. This was the gun I had right before that, so I got a good amount of gameplay with it, which you'll be able to watch on my channel. I really recommend this if you're looking for something airsoft oriented, not just collector. If you need something that performs, especially in CQB, I could not recommend a better pistol right here. So thanks for watching my review. We're definitely going to have more content and more gameplay on the way. It's been a while since I've made an actual review, and that's only because it's finally starting to cool off here in Arizona, so you could expect more videos like this. And leave a like. See you next time.
Oh.
Alright, so this is the shooting test of the ASG CZ-75 SP-01 Shadow. Got the Surefire on there, but it's daylight anyway. Alright, so this thing does hold a lot of BBs. It holds a lot of gas. I guess I didn't put much gas in there before I did it. Yep.
I got BBs. Yeah. It's pretty nice.
You went all Splinter Cell back there.
I know, dude.
Still got a lot of gas. I just refilled the gas, but it's not locking back. Still going?
Yep.
So that has been my SP-01 Shadow. Shoots really good. Obviously, it's got lots of kick. Thanks for watching.